Our next performer is a wonderful woman who I think many of you have come especially to see, which we all appreciate. And I don't know what to say about Janet Blake other than, can I just, yeah, she's fantastic, exactly. She's wonderful, she's warm, she's funny, she's so fucking smart, etc. I could go on, but she's right here and she'll show you herself. Ladies and gentlemen, very happy to welcome to the UnCab Live Show, Janet Blake.
I think I'm just going to start with song.
Yeah.
Look at my face. Just look at it. Look at this face of mine. You're looking at $4,000 worth of beautification. It's fading now, but you should have seen me in November when it was fresh. I glowed. It was a gift. Actually, it was a cancer prick. You heard me right. Just because I had cancer twice, I was given these amazing facial treatments. For those of you who don't know me, a little backstory of the cancer. About 3 years ago, I spent a year getting another kind of treatment. I had IVs of chemotherapy and then this miracle drug, Herceptin, and it gave me life. That's why I'm here today. But afterwards, I didn't look like myself. My hair came back with the texture of wet hay, and my face, it was just filled with trenches. But I said to myself, no matter, you've already won the More Life lottery. Besides that, you, Janet Blake, have lived to be old. And it seemed that everybody went out of their way to tell me just how old I looked. On senior discount day at Ross Dress for Less, the clerk said, "Oh, ma'am, don't show me your ID. No one lies about a thing like that." And then at home, my husband started calling me his old lady, and he meant it. And at night, when he cooed, "Oh, baby, I love you," I knew he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to the natural blonde, the big yellow lab tucked in on his side. Used to be me. No matter, I'm alive. That was my mantra until I lost it at Bonds. I want you to picture this. Gum chewing, not looking at me, paper plastic bagger, said, "Ma'am, do you need help to the car?" I said, "Look at me. Pull your head up and look at me. I've got 2 rows of Bounty and some broccoli spears. Do I look like I need help? Do I?" And when she didn't answer me, I knew I needed help. But not with that lousy back. I wanted my breast back. I wanted bounce in my hair. I wanted my husband to look at me the way he used to. Yeah, I was alive, but I was invisible. Well, I made it home, and to calm myself down, I steamed that broccoli, and then I started watching a rerun of Dr. 90210. You know, that crazy Brazilian doctor? Well, this day he was making a soccer mom's stomach so flat that she could wear a belly ring. Watching it just makes me feel good because I think, at least I haven't gone down that road. At least I'm not that vain. And then the phone rings, and it's my youngest brother, my fabulous youngest brother, and he's always too busy to have any conversation, so he has me on a speakerphone. Jan, a TV producer, is looking for someone, a cancer survivor, for some beautification to enhance the healing process. Sounds a little pat. "No, thank you, Rob. I'm already healed. Find someone who really needs it." "I have," he says. "I'm hanging up. The producer's calling you." She does. "Listen, I've seen a picture of your pasty face. How dare you deny yourself this opportunity? This is a world-renowned dermatologist who wants to do something special for a woman who's gone to hell. Meet with her tomorrow." "I can't meet with her tomorrow. I'm having scans tomorrow to find out if the cancer has returned." "You don't have cancer. I can tell from your voice." Get the scans taken, meet with the good doctor, and then if you decide to go forward, and why wouldn't you, we'll have the cameras rolling for the before and after. okay? I hear myself saying, okay. The next day, to distract myself from the overhead scanner that's going inch by inch through my body to see if there's any more cancer, I think, God, can this dermatologist really erase years without any surgery? But I'm also thinking, what if I'm beyond any TV demographic and she doesn't want me? And then this voice comes on and it says, inhale, exhale, hold your breath. And then I have to hold my breath for 2 minutes. So I imagine I'm swimming underwater the length of an Olympic-sized pool. And eventually the guy comes on again and says, breathe. Do that 30 times and you got yourself a virtual PET scan. Anyway, when it's over, I usually try to talk to the technicians, see if I can find out anything. But today they scatter. So I'm thinking, oh, this is not good. They saw something and they don't want me to read their faces. I'm going to get the results in 2 days, but I know if the news is good, my nurse will call tomorrow. So I travel 6 short blocks from the Tower of Healing to the Palace of Beauty. And this wonderful consultant meets me, and she has me fill out consent forms. And then the dermatologist comes in, and she's a petite thing of beauty. And she has on these green goggles, and she flips them down, and she stares at my face. Injections, filler, photofacial, laser, scalp treatment, definitely. Face healer leaves. They arrange appointments where the cameras will be rolling. I go home that night and I say, honey, how do you feel about me getting free beauty treatments? And Brian says, I want another dog. Now, Brian's not here to defend himself because he's home taking care of the dog. And he's actually a great guy. None of this has been easy for him. Well, the next day, the nurse doesn't call. So I say, Janet, forget the makeover thing. Be happy for the life you have. Take the big blonde dog for a walk. Today, everything is good. Tomorrow, it could all change. Well, that TV producer was clairvoyant. The next day, the nurse calls and she said, the scans are clear. I am given more life. And I'm thinking, bring it on. Go ahead, inject me with that Juvederm. Get rid of those creepy nasal labial folds, those marks above my lips and the puppet lines below. Suck it to me with the Botox. Erase decades of worry. Plump up everything else.
Yeah.
And then a guy with strong, sensitive hands gives me a 2-hour warm oil scalp massage. I wanted him to leave the room so I could have an orgasm. That night, I didn't tell anything to Brian. He started looking at me differently, and over dinner he said, JJ, a nickname he hasn't used in years. JJ, your neck is looking kind of better. And I'm thinking, motherfucker, they didn't touch my neck. After the 6th and final treatment, I feel like a red Ferrari. And I take my new face out for a spin. I beam at strangers and they smile back. I flirt with the parking attendant and give him a $10 tip, and it was self-parking. I wave jaywalkers on at La Sienna, and instead of scolding them, I go to the gym. It's been so long since I've been there, they had to look me up on the screen, and the attendant said, lady, there is somebody with that name, but it isn't you. And I said, how do you know? Because this woman is very old. And then she whispers my birth date. That's me. That's me. The clock is ticking. It's going to expire February 1st. Haven't figured out how to maintain this. But the best part, the only part that really matters, is that now at night, Brian holds me in the crook of his arm, and the big lab sleeps at the foot of the bed. And the 3 of us are happy to grow old together. Thank you.